Hello. Let me just make sure I'm live. This is all good in the hood. Hmm. Oh wow. Am I not signed into YouTube? Huh. Oh wow. The internet's really slow. I guess I could use my other computer. Hey everyone. Welcome to a kind of chill little live stream where I'm gonna be working on the PAX comic. Um Last year I really hoped to get this finished by the end of the year. But a lot of stuff has happened and I just haven't been able to keep up with that. But I was like, I mean, it's close to the middle of December. I still have time, and I don't want to rush the process because, in general, I really enjoy working on the packs. But at the same time, I just kind of wanted to, um, I guess, give myself the extra time to work on it. And really get it finished. So I would love to get this done by January 1st or by Christmas. I would love to have a little early Christmas gift to myself and say that, oh, I was able to finish the comic like I said I would in January. Because that would be like oh wow, episode 3 is finally wrapped up by 2025 and I can finally really put my head into the packs then. And I do think it's possible. It's just going to take a wee bit longer. Or at least I'm going to have to put more time into it. I don't want to rush my process of it because I feel like I actually really enjoy the process um of comic design. So I think honestly I'm just gonna have to put more hours into it. Let me just make sure everything's all good. Hold on, because I don't know if hold on. Let me check on my computer. Um, okay. I am definitely live. Okay, awesome. I just wasn't sure because for some reason my Google account is signed out on my laptop, and I really can't be bothered. I actually can't do the two-step verification because I had a pretty dramatic day at work. Um, so let me recap everything that happened at work on Friday. So I woke up Friday morning feeling terrible. I felt really, really sick, and I I was sick a few times before I went to work, but I was like, I mean, it has to pass, and it did not pass. It got really, really bad, and I remember, I think at some point I put my head down to try to balance myself because everything was like going crazy sauce, and I think I ended up fainting um because I had lost so much liquids from being sick all the time. I ended up having to leave work early, and um I spent most of Friday in bed, and I don't think my work was too happy with that, but I had to for my own safety. Um, so yeah, on in the craziness of me feeling like shit, normally I would I don't know, call my mom to pick me up or call someone. But in the craziness of it, I ended up dropping my phone and it broke. And the screen was completely destroyed. There's literally nothing I could do. So I was stuck there with a broken phone. So I can't even sign into my Google on this laptop anymore because I need to do like stupid verification thing, and I don't have my phone. So it's all been all over the place this last weekend. Um, Generally it has been absolutely bonkers. Um, but yeah, I mean, I wanted to get back to a bit of normality and I wanted to work on stuff. So here I am working on stuff. This is a page that took me a while to lay out. It's actually a little different than the original sketch. Do I have the original sketch? I do not. The original sketch is a little different than this because a few panels had to be moved around, and just for clarify, just to clarify for the viewer or the reader, that would be a bit easier for them. So a lot of the reason this is like all labeled and everything is just to try to remember what goes where, and if a heavy load of dialogue needs a new kind of tile to add variant to the expression or something of that matter. So yeah. There we go. But yeah, I had the idea to have this comic done by. I really wanted to get it done by this year, by the end of this year. The idea, in January, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the PAX episode 3 completely fucking done, all 3 parts by December, or by January 1st. I think that was my kind of idea, and it has been a bigger project than I thought it could ever be, but it has definitely taken me down a path that I uh didn't really expect. I didn't expect for it to be a comic and slowly kind of change mediums and have more of a career path by the end of it. And as much as episode 3 has been a pain because it's just been this continuous, I can't work on any more PAX episodes until episode 3 is done. I mean, it's definitely not like it's definitely something that by the end of it, I hope is a really compelling story. Let's get back on track. We couldn't update Windows because of delays. Wait an hour or restart now? I don't want to do it at all. Go away. Thanks, goddamn Windows 11 bullshit. Like, I don't think you should have a PC that like forces a restart because as an update. Just let me decide if I want to do your update or not. Because usually your updates suck. I don't have anything to do with that. Let me just make sure. I need to see my computer commenting. There are people commenting. Hello Tub, just sure you're still voicing in. Yeah, I should be. Hey Aaron, welcome. Sorry about that, my friends. But yeah, I should be able to still voice. I feel a lot better now. But yeah, like Friday was crazy. I felt it was crazy. I felt terrible. Um, I was like, I think I lay in my office at work on the floor, like, oh, I can't survive this. This is the day I die, isn't it? Um, but hey, I'm still here. I no tummy bugs gonna get me down. I thought originally it was food poisoning. It's not food poisoning. It was like a pretty bad stomach bug, which I think is fine. I can get over a sickness. Um, it's just like uh a bit of a pain. Also, Aaron, my good man, I don't know if you're still here, but your ass and my ass need to get down to the cinema soon to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Okay, that's an order. The thing's like been out for a few days now, and I haven't seen it, and I want to see it. And I want to see it with my good old cousin, but I can't because I was sick. But when I'm feeling, well, I am feeling better. I don't know how many days I should wait actually, because uh I'm not feeling bad anymore, but I don't know if I'm contagious. So I don't want to give you a stomach bug. So maybe I'll wait a week before I do anything like that. But I do want to see it with you because it is pretty cool. I want to go. I haven't seen any reviews on the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I've heard it's bad for some reason, but I haven't watched any reviews on it. Maybe it's a bit contradictory. Me saying that I haven't seen reviews, but I know it's bad. I haven't seen a full large video about it, but I know it's like um I know that people's opinions on it aren't the brightest, but I also don't really care what people's opinions are. I'll probably love the fucking film. I love really goofy dumb movies, so I think I'm gonna love the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I do not see why not. Look at that flattering image of Death Pelt. Um, Death Pelt is a character that actually I did change the name of. There'll have to be a disclaimer at the beginning of episode 3C is that her name isn't Death Pelt anymore. It's Death Pelt. Or not, it's not Death Pelt anymore, it's Spider Lily. But I'm still deciding on that. I just, something about it just doesn't roll off the tongue. And Death Pelt just, I don't know, something about Death Pelt gives me that, like, early. Actually, I don't know if that's my name, though. I don't think that's my name. I think that was fun fact about this episode, it was all kind of a role play that happened to me on Roblox between this person that I don't even know who they are. I talked to them once and never again. Um, but, like, you know, who knows who they are? They could be a 40-year-old man that hasn't. 40-year-old man in his I don't know, fucking uh Roblox Warrior Cat server that role played with me once and doesn't know I've made a comic about the experience and tweaked the story a lot. And I guess if Death Pelt isn't my character's name, then I can't really go for it. So, Spider Lily just made sense because her design is kind of Spider Lily ish. Um, oh shit! I fucked up. Did I fuck up? Are these the same colors? Okay, I was right. Sorry, color fairy is really confusing. Let me try to bring up. Hold on, boys. Let me try to bring up this YouTube video to see if I am able to. Man. Aha! There we go. Now I can actually. Okay, now I can read stuff. Hello. My God. I'm going to fight whoever you tell me to. Holy shit, Nathan. You should fight. Oh my God, you can hear me. Ew, get out of here. You should fight Adam. I mean, he's now an adult, right? Your brother Adam. He needs he needs to know if he's strong enough to survive. You know, he survived the apprenticeship of life. Now he's in the true warriorhood of it. He needs to see if he'll actually survive a fight. So take him on head to head, Mortal Kombat style, and see who survives. I think whoever doesn't is a coward. Also, if you hear, does that mean being I just haven't seen it because I'm on Discord? No. Okay. My name's Aiden, and I love my wife. I saw the FNAF 2 movie. The critics aren't FNAF fans. The director said the FNAF movies are made for the fans and not the critics. Tub making noises. Am I making noises? I'm making lots of noises. Yeah. What did you think of it then? I would love to hear what your thoughts are on PRF. Did you enjoy the FNAF movie? There's so many songs I want to have playing, but YouTube doesn't do well with copyright. YouTube has a very weird copyright system, and I might be completely wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure you can play like almost TV shows or like music on Twitch, right? Like Twitch, you can have copyright music playing in your Twitch streams, and there's no repercussion to that. But in a YouTube video, it's so heavily kind of um I guess kind of guarded that if I play a snippet of music that could be copyrighted, I could get like a strike, and I think that's very strange. I think it's kind of I've always had a weird thought on that because it's like I feel like whoever creates music should be able to obviously decide where their music's used, but at the same time, it's something that I feel like if the world became a lot more accepting of sharing. Actually, I don't know. That's fair. Unfair. Actually, I take that back. Never mind. Sharing is that isn't sharing. That's I don't know. Actually, I take that back. That's a stupid comment. That's a stupid comment. The world became more like adaptive to sharing. You would be allowed to use other people's stuff. Nah, that's stupid. That's a stupid comment. I'm a tired man. Yeah, I mean it's a good system for people that obviously are artists and want to keep their work from being used by deviously awful people. Plus, any artist that makes art, any kind of art should have the choice. I maybe that just kind of came. You know, actually, I think that kind of comes from maybe a more Steven University way to see the world, where it's like, why can't we all just get along and share each other's music? It's like you're just taking my music and playing in your video. That's not sharing. It's just kind of you taking it. So I guess I get that argument too. I guess my mind is a very Steven University, like we should all just abolish copyright and we should all just have fun because no one would take advantage of that and no one would claim art over each other and no one would use their own work, other people's work in a malicious way. And it's like, no, it's not how it works, Aiden. These laws are here to make sure assholes don't steal hardworking people's work. There you go. There you go, boys. You just heard Aiden make a bad take. Tweet it everywhere. Take it out of context. Cut it up. remove the part of revision and understanding myself through the dialogue. Remove context, remove self realization and dialogue and conversation. Make me a piece of shit, please. That's all I ever wanted. I thought the FNAF movie 2 was good. I enjoyed every single bit of it. I thought the acting and writing was good, and the voice acting from Free Toy Animatronics that was announced a while ago was good. The packs for defeating villain of the power of friendship. That's exactly what's happening. The PAX is such an interesting story because it's now taking the Last of Us 2 route where it has like two branching stories going on at the same time. It's got Aiden and Amanda and that kind of backpaws clan, and then it's also got this loner kind of group of Frost Petals kind of trauma dump experience of what happens to him. And like keeping in mind, Frost Petal is like a young cat, I suppose. He's still, just I guess, an apprentice still. I guess if he's a warrior cat, kind of. I don't know. I guess he's still a young cat. It's hard to gauge with like young cats and like what age should they know stuff and what age should they do stuff, because like, you know, cats in real life don't open their eyes for like weeks, but cats in this just open their eyes when they're born. So it's hard to kind of progress what would. I'm kind of using it as almost like a say if we're talking about humans, right? I would say that Frost Petal is like an 18-year-old. He's like he's a consenting adult. He's adult, you know. Um, he's a man of paying taxes and like what have you, but he's still 18, so he's like a fucking idiot. I think it's the best way to put it. He's legally like he's 18. He's an 18-year-old kid that is an idiot, but very naive and very caring. Cares a lot about people. Or cats. Pax Tub kills off the main character, and we get introduced to the shitwater from The Last of Us. Still the best character, by the way. That gag never ends. God, I can't remember where that came from. The shitwater. Did I do uh a uh a let's play of The Last of Us and I called it shitwater? I can barely remember. Shitwater. Where would shitwater come from? Where would shitwater come from? I think it would be The Last of Us, right? Because I probably commented on the amount of times where Joel and Ellie swim through literal piss water. And they somehow don't get pink eye for the entire experience. Oh. truly do live in a society, don't we? Oh. Where's my pen? Man. I don't know where my pen is. Where's my pen? I keep putting things down and not remembering where I put them. Such a quirky moment, guys. No one else ever does that. What a nice night. It's been nice. I'm actually very tired. I won't stay on too long more, but I wanted to get a wee bit of colouring done. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, but I also just kind of wanted to show a bit of progression with what's happening. Because I really want to get this done by December or by January. I would love to get this done by Christmas. Because I imagine being able to release a full comic within a year. That's my plan. Because once this episode comes out, you'll be able to buy this comic on Amazon for yourself. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Episode 3C is coming out as a comic. So you'll be able to buy it, and it'll be a good time. A little part of me is like, should I release it later, or should I release it now when the episode comes out? I guess now would be a cool idea, even though I know that I want to create a remaster of episode 1 so people can I don't know. I get the idea of moving it from that. I don't know. I'll have to just see how I feel. I would like to release it by the end of the year. By saying like, oh, I have an Amazon account and I released a comic this year would be such a nice wrap up to such a pretty difficult few months. At least to me, I think it would be nice. Breaking news. Oh my god. The Nightmare Critters Comic 1 has become my newest, most popular video. Wow, very cool. It was from a stream on your gaming channel back when you did The Last of Us, and I made a gag saying the Shitwater was the best character. Yo, this is the best thing ever. This is sick. Thank you. CPCC. Third part of the third comic of the third episode of the fuck everything shit balls fuck everything's the third part of the third part. The series takes so long to goddamn make. It's like so difficult. Wah. I mean, I really want to put my head down for the packs in 2026. I want to at least have 4 more episodes out of the packs by the end of 2026. I want to have the remaster of episode 1 out. I want to get a few more episodes past done so we can get that shit on the road. I want to right, here's my goofy New Year's resolution, right? I want to get episode 1 and 2 remaster comic released, and I want to make at least 2 more continuing on episodes of the packs, and I want to put together episode 3A and 3B as a comic too, and I want to sell them. But one of the gifts that I want to give my family this year is a comic finally out. And give my friends that as well. So they'll look at that. Your boy accomplished it. He did it. Nathan will burn it because he's a piece of shit. guess it would be. I guess if they're flipping around, right? Perfect. I'm gonna color this face part in. I'm gonna go to bed, or at least play a funny game with Nathaniel. That sounds pretty great, actually. There's gonna be that many parts. I don't think I'm ever going to release a PAX episode that comes in like a two-parter ever again. I'm so fucking tired of episode 3. This is a great episode, but holy shit, could we just move on? Please. I'm going insane. I'm so tired of working on episode 3. It's been so long. It's been so long. It's insane. But yeah. I mean, I also have like 2 other really cool videos coming out, which I want to get done 2026. 2026 is going to be my year. I've decided it. It's going to be the best year ever. I have this really sick Warrior Cats video coming out that's already averaged about 36 minutes. So I think it's going to be maybe a 2-hour. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to work on that. I have some pretty cool editing things to learn for that too as well. Right. No good. Just need to fill in that little gappy. I think I'm good for now. I'm very tired and I'm gonna go and chill just for a moment. I'm really happy with the little progress I made, but at the same time it's a tedious job coloring them in. As much as I enjoy it, actually, I really do enjoy it. But I hope to get this done. I can show you another page here. So there's so much cool stuff going on. But hopefully the PAX episode 3C and episode 3 entirely should be finished by Christmas. So let's just hope I can do it. I'm gonna put more hours in and get it done, but we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.